What is up, everybody? It is Rust Belt Perspective here. Today is April 2nd, 2023, and today we're going to be taking a look at a potential dark horse Democratic candidate for 2024 on the presidential level, and that is Illinois Governor JB Pritzker. Yesterday I talked about Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin of Virginia and how he could be a Republican dark horse. Today that is going to be JB Pritzker of Illinois. So, Governor Pritzker, very much a progressive Democrat. He has really taken the state of Illinois by storm. He has a lot of money. He's been able to appeal to the young voters quite a bit. He's big in Chicago. And some of you might be thinking, well, yeah, of course Pritzker won big in 2022 in Illinois. Illinois is very much a Democratic state. He won by like 12, almost 12 and a half points, yeah. So, but before Pritzker, it kind of got it was kind of ugly for the Democrats in what's supposed to be a deep blue state. Yes, in 2018, Pritzker was first elected by over 15 points, knocking down incumbent Republican Bruce Rauner. But before Pritzker was there, the Democratic Party was really not as strong in Illinois as it could have been, considering how blue the state's supposed to be. In 2014, Bruce Rauner, the Republican, won by almost 4 points. And that was amid the Democrats having a bad name in the state. Because in 2010, Pat Quinn was kind of already officially Democratic governor. He barely won election to his first full term. Of course, 2010 was also a big red wave year. But in 2006 and 2002, you had Democrat Rod Blagojevich winning both times. But as some of you may know, he was very much a corrupt governor. He tried to sell Obama's seat, was impeached, removed from office, went to federal prison for a while. So he kind of gave the Democrats a bad name in Illinois for quite a while before Pritzker was able to recover that for them. And you see, before this, in the 90s, the Republicans were winning in this state on the governor level. So, clearly, Pritzker has really finally brought Illinois back to that strong blue state that it should be. And it's something that he could do throughout the country in some of these more swing states. He has a lot of money to spend on his campaign. He's a very rich businessman. And, see, the thing is, all he would have to do is maintain what the Democrats already have. He doesn't have to go out there and take the country by storm or anything. If the Democrats come down to a situation where, say, President Biden, Vice President Harris, their administration takes one more big popularity hit like they did with Afghanistan, inflation, Omicron variant of COVID. If Biden takes another one of those hits before the election and his popularity is too much to overcome and him and his Vice President Harris drop out, Pritzker is the type of person who could step in for the Democrats and run a good enough campaign to maintain what they have, which is all they would want to do in a situation like that. Because Governor Pritzker in the 2024 Democratic primary has already declined that he is going to run. Right here you can see in the long list of Democrats who have done so. But the thing is, he's also one of five Democratic governors that has endorsed President Biden for 2024, as you can see. So if Biden were to drop out, a lot of those potential decline candidates could come back into the fold, and Pritzker is totally one who could win. He already would have his home state down of Illinois. He might be able to take a lot of those other progressive states with it, which could be enough for him to win a Democratic primary. And like I said, in the general election, he could do some damage. Well, he could just maintain what they have, and potentially even expand on that, because Progressive Pritzker appeals big to the young voters of the country, and in 2020 you had a decent youth voter turnout throughout the country. You see, in key swing states like Arizona, Georgia, Nevada, there are a substantial amount of young voters turning out. In Michigan and Pennsylvania and the Rust Belt, you see that too. It also helps that those states are close to Illinois with that Rust Belt going on. Even potential vulnerable states for the Republicans like North Carolina and Florida, they had a good amount of young turnout, so who knows, maybe Pritzker could even break North Carolina, knock on the door in Florida. So Pritzker, in my mind, is absolutely a Democrat that could step in there and win if it came to it. He could get as many as 319, maybe 320 electoral votes with Maine 2nd District. If he could even somehow break Florida, that would make it really ugly for the Republicans. So I think Pritzker is a Democrat that can do damage if he were to become the SOS candidate that the Democrats need, and that is exactly what he's being called here, at least on this article by the New York Times, keeping his options open. He is a rising star in the Democratic Party, and who knows, maybe even after, if Biden is reelected, after Biden is done after 8 years, potentially Pritzker is a name that could show up to be a future president. Maybe if Illinois Senator Dick Durbin ends up retiring after all the years he served, maybe Pritzker could become a United States Senator from Illinois. He is a good person that the Democrats have to utilize in many different possible ways, and 2024 could be one of them here for Governor Pritzker. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Comment down below what you think as always. Please subscribe if you have not already. This is Rust Belt Perspective, signing out.